Good afternoon, ladies. Welcome to my sweet home. My name is Tracey Campbell, live with you this afternoon for some decorating inspiration. We're not crafting today. Actually, we're turning the wheels and we're going to be doing some decorating this afternoon. And I know lots of you enjoy decorating ideas, seeing how each other likes to redecorate and restyle things in our home, and so that's what I'm bringing to you this afternoon. I am actually redecorating this hutch cabinet behind me in my little dining room, living room transition area here, and I'm redecorating it for spring. So I hope you'll come in and join me in my sweet home this afternoon. My name is Tracey Campbell from SweetHomeStagingDesign.com. I'm coming to you live every day this week. We've been live Monday through Wednesday at 3 p.m. every day this week, and then tomorrow and Friday I'll be here in the morning for 9 a.m. Central live coming to you this week. So hopefully you can join me or watch the replay. I know lots of us are spending more time in our home watching things on television and things online, and so hopefully you can join me. And so hopefully I'm not too close to the camera. We've had to change our setup so that you can see the cabinet behind me and I can have access to some of the items that I'm going to be showing you this afternoon as well. So I have kind of had this hutch behind me since Christmas. I have just changed out a few little things. It's kind of been a slash mixture of winter Valentine's Day with a little bit of spring. It's kind of been an eyesore up until today. We're wiping it clean. I've taken everything off and we're just going to redo it together so you guys can see what how my mind works whenever I'm restyling and decorating and staging things in my home. And hopefully I can give you some ideas on how you can do the same in yours as well. Some of the ideas that I'm going to show you this afternoon will be perfect for styling a hutch, obviously. This is like a little hutch cabinet. And this is like the lower layer here, level, I should say. But this idea can still work on a buffet table and also in a kitchen counter area. If you have a little display area on a kitchen counter, you can use some of the same ideas that I'm going to show you today in those areas as well. Let's see who we have watching today. Hi Darla, hi Yvonne. Thank you ladies for watching and commenting this afternoon. You all let me know where you're watching from. Let me know how you are doing today. I love to check in with my followers and meet and greet you as you hop on. Hi, Lissa. Thank you. Oh, you're from Kentucky. Well, nice to meet you. I'm in Kentucky as well. So welcome to my sweet home this afternoon. Let's have some fun and I'll show you what I'm going to do. Some of the items that I use are things that I typically always keep on here, but I might switch out some greenery or switch out some accent items. So I'll kind of give you some ideas on things that I like to reuse often in this little space behind me, okay? So let's get started. While I'm pulling some items up, if you would go ahead and do this for me, and we'll see if how many watchers we can get on today. If we get up to 50, I might do a little giveaway. We'll see. I don't know if we can get up to 50 watchers today or not. We'll see. This is kind of an odd time in the afternoon, I know, but the replay is always here and available for you as well. Okay? All right, so this is the top, or well, not the top. This is just the countertop area of my hutch. Hi, Renee from Georgia. Thanks for watching. And I always like to start, if you watched my video last week on how to style an entryway table, you're going to see me use some of the same ideas and principles when I'm doing this arrangement. And I like to work anytime I'm styling like a vignette, which is just like a little gathering of decorative items. I like to kind of use the same ideas. Hi Darla in Indiana. Yes, trying to craft a lot because they're closing the mall and some stores. Yes, they are here too, but that's for good measure. So that's why I'm working on decorating today, redecorating some spaces using some things that I already have. So hi Pam. All right, so I'm going to start by using this little pipberry wreath. That's not a wreath, actually it's just like a string of pip berries. If you've never seen these are most of the time used like in primitive style decorating, but you can find them in lots of crafting stores these days. I haven't seen any in Hobby Lobby. Occasionally they'll have some in the spring decor. Just keep your eyes open, but they come in lots of different colors. And I like to use this one because it's cream. Obviously the berries come in lots of different color and color combinations. But let me get close to this. But see how it has some little accents of green in some of those berries? And so I love using this, especially when it comes to spring decorating. But you can also see that it's tying in already some color friends, some color coordination going on between the cream of my berries and the cream color of my cabinet. Okay, so I like to take this and just use this as sort of like a little backdrop on the bottom back of my cabinet counter here. And if the comments are in your way, you can swipe them to the side, and that way you can see a little bit better of a visual on what I'm working with. Oh, we're up to 49. Keep sharing. We might give a giveaway today. I think I'm going to do a Dollar Tree gift card giveaway. Oh, we got to 50. Yes. I'm going to give away a $10 Dollar Tree gift card. If we can get to 75, I'm going to give away another one. So keep doing the sprinkling, you all. All right. So next what I'm going to do is I'm going to take... This is actually, let me see where my little hanger is. This is actually a little candle ring. They have these at Hobby Lobby. I grabbed this one at a local store called Poppy and Clover in Western Kentucky, and I use it for lots of things. Hi, Linda. First time watching in Arkansas. Awesome. Thank you for joining us this afternoon, and welcome. But I also like to use this in little short little display areas, like this little countertop up to the top here. It's not very large of an area vertical wise, and so a regular size wreath would be too much. It would take up too much space. Hi Mavis, thanks for watching. And so these little candle rings are perfect for small spaces, especially in your backsplash areas and above your countertops. And so I have a little screw right there that I keep there because I always am typically hanging something in that little spot, whether it's a little sign or like a little wreath, something I always like to use there. Okay, so I just keep that little nail there, that little screw there, and use it for whatever I'm putting there. Okay, so you all tell me if that's too dark, and we can brighten it. The lighting is a little bit off. I'll brighten it just a tad so we can see it a little better. And that's another good tip. If you have some cabinet countertop space, use some under lighting to really highlight your decor under here. I love using accent lighting, and this is the perfect place for it, okay? It just really highlights any kind of seasonal decor that you have. All right. Hi, Renee. Thanks for watching. Okay, so let me start with my anchor. Well, actually, I'm considering this whole backdrop my anchor, okay? This is like my focal, my background area. And so now I'm going to come in and use some balancing. And when I think of balancing, I'm thinking on what it looks like weight-wise. I don't want anything super matchy-matchy on each corner. I'm just going for something that looks more balanced, okay? Meaning size-wise. And so on my corner, on my left corner, let's see here. I like to use this crock. This is just a vintage crock. And then I just have just a collection of greenery that I whip together and use in lots of different areas of my home so that the greenery just kind of repeats itself throughout my home and makes everything kind of pull together and look more cohesive. But I like just using just a little bundle of greenery. These are several bundles, okay? All of this greenery came from Hobby Lobby. And I just stick it down in my hutch. I tie some twine string around it just to give it a little more texture and interest. And stuff that down in there, okay? You can rotate it. But as you can see, let me see which looks best here. All right. As you can see, I have some greenery, which ties in some of the green in this wreath back here in the back. And then I'm also having some of these cream colored flowers also in that ties in the creams from my cabinet color and also from my pip berries back here in the back. And so I'm going to put this back here in the corner and see how that light just makes that glow. And it's a little yellowy, I think, on the screen, but In person, it's much brighter over white. The yellows kind of play off funny when we're on camera. But so we already have a big anchor or balancing item over here. So do you see the empty space on this side now? We need to add something large scale over here to get the balance, okay? And to do that, let me turn around and grab what I have over here. I have, and you all can pull things that you have in your home, okay? Use cake plates, use platters, use bowls, oh goodness, use some buckets, use flower pots, use books, baskets, jars. Any of those types of items are perfect for creating little vignettes in spaces like this, okay? So now this is like a little tiered serving tray where it's cream color. I'm bringing in some more color, repeating color patterns here. Cream color, which matches my cabinet, my pip berries, and also my flowers. And then I just have like a little faux decorative little pie under here that I found several years ago. I don't even remember where I found this, but it was fun and I like to use it in my decoration. So I'm going to stick this on this side over here. And do you see how these are very similar in height? Okay. Now, as of right now, this still holds a little more weight when I look at it. It looks heavier to me, okay, on this side. For one, it's black, and so anything dark color is going to appear heavier to the eye, and it's solid, okay? So I need to kind of fill this up a little bit more to kind of make it a little bulkier, if that makes sense. Make it a little bulkier, oh my goodness, that's tongue twisting. Make it a little bulkier so that it appears a little heavier and balanced, okay? And then we will kind of fill in some of the empty areas. And to do that, I'm just going to take a tea towel, okay, like a hand towel, just a kitchen towel, and I'm going to drape it across the top here. All right. And I like how this little fringe falls off to the edge. I don't want it straight in the front because then it's going to hide my fake little pie element down there. So I like to drape it over to the side, okay? And you can even kind of unfold it and play with it and kind of get it to look like it drapes off even more if you want to. That's totally just personal preference, okay? All right, and then I'm going to use a little wooden sign up here at the top. Okay. All right, so do you see that we've already added in some extra weight and bulkiness here? And it already appears a little heavier on this side now. So that's great. That's exactly what we wanted to achieve with those items. Now, look at me what our repeating colors are right now. We have the repeatings of the greens in the little berries and in the wreath and the arrangement we have here. And then we also obviously have repeating cream colors, okay? We have the creams in the flowers, also in the berries. We even have some cream in the sun and on the plate, as well as the towel. So repeat colors, repeat colors, repeat colors when you're decorating. That is the easiest way to pull lots of items together and make them look like they go together naturally, is by repeating colors in your arrangements. Hi Kay, thanks for watching. Okay, so now we have our balance on each side. So now we need to kind of fill in this open area here, but we don't want to go with the same height. We want to do some stair stepping, okay? You all have heard me probably say that lots of times before, is stair stepping your items, okay? So I have some height here, and I'm still having height on my balance. So now I'm needing to go to like a medium level here. And I'm going to do that by using a serving bowl. How many of us have serving bowls that we can use? Now, clear colored serving bowls may not work. You might want to go with like a solid color of a serving bowl. But if your serving bowl is clear, I would recommend maybe filling it with some things. Maybe filling it with some lemons, or filling it with some fruits, things to make it look more solid and substantial, okay, to give it some color, okay, because clear is going to almost disappear if you use a clear serving bowl, okay. So either go for a solid colored serving bowl of some sort, or go with something as a filler, okay. And I'm going to place that right with my black crock over here, okay. And I like the way these two look together. And you know why? Because they're color contrasting. I have the darkness of the black against the bright of the cream. And that's why it works. They're not the same height and they're not the same color. Okay? They play off of each other. The differences are very obvious, and that's what makes it pleasing to our eye. Okay? All right, and it also pulls in another repeating color of the cream, okay? But I've also pulled in a new repeating color. Can you see what that new repeating color is? Just with my bowl. I have pulled in the cream, but do you see the brown? I have brown also in my wood sign up here, and then also, you can't see it very well, but in my little fake pie here. Okay, so I have some repeating colors going on, and that's why this is starting to really look good for our eyes, okay? All right, now, you can't tell it, but this kitchen towel that I have used, it is a dark navy, almost looks black, but I have navy accents. If you see the colors of my walls, which the lighting is kind of throwing it off, it's a dark navy. And so when I repainted this wall last summer, I kind of freaked out because I have no navy accents whatsoever in my home. And so in order to make this wall really coordinate with the rest of my home, I had to find some navy accents in my home. And so if I couldn't find any, I had to make them. And so I don't know if many of you caught the tutorial last spring. Actually, it was last summer. I made some of these little rag balls, okay? And all I did was I ripped some fabric and glued them onto some styrofoam balls, and with some of the navy colors that I needed to repeat in some of my home decor. And so that's what I did. These come in different sizes. Now, I have lots of them. I even have some red ones that I tie in for 4th of July, some red and blues. But for this little area, I'm going to need some blues because I'm pulling in the blue from my wall. Actually, if you can see right behind me here, you can get an idea of what color my wall is back there. And then also I have some blue on this little kitchen towel, which is kind of hard for you to see on camera, but it's a dark blue in this little area right here. And so I need to repeat that color. And whoops, I'm dropping them everywhere. So that's what I'm going to pull in over here is some of this little navy color. And I kind of like the rustic, the little playful vintage look of those. And so I just kind of like putting them in a little grouping. You could put them in a little basket. But the reason why it works right here, stair stepping. Okay, I have a tall, a medium, and then this is my low levels. All right here, these three elements pull in those different stair stepping levels. Okay. And so this right here is a vignette all on its own, okay? Now, let's finish this little area right here, and I'll show you how we do even more stair stepping and color combinations. Repeating, I should say color repeating. All right, so as you've noticed, I have some pops of spring green over here. I have a little pop of green in the middle. I need a little pop of green over here. And you see this little empty area right here. It's going to be the perfect spot to add just a little pop of spring green. And I'm repeating some of the same elements that I've used in my arrangement over here. I'm using just a little sprig of lamb's ear, and then my favorite pick of all times from Hobby Lobby. It's just a pick. You get them in like the greenery section in Hobby Lobby. And all I do is I just kind of clump it together and stick one of these little branches right in the middle of it. All I'm going to do is tuck that right up in there under that little plate like so. And then, let me see, that lighting is not really great right there, but I'll get a good picture afterwards and show you what it looks like. But you can kind of tell that all the greenery in those three areas are pulling it together as well, okay? Now, I still have some open area here, and that's next. What I'm going to pull in is I'm going to pull in this little punched tin lantern. If you have seen some of my other decorating videos, you know that I love these little punched tin items because they're rustic and I have accents of black all through my home. my home decor is not really that dark per se, but I love elements of black, and this is perfect. Black metal just works well. And so since I have this black crock right here, I don't have any other repeating black colors yet, and so I'm needing at least another black item in this display to pull it together. Okay, and so that's what I'm going to do. And what I need to do is run this cord. This is tricky, but you can run this cord behind your other items and even stick it under your pip berries in the back so that it doesn't show. And this honestly probably should have been my first thing I should have added because it's easier to hide the cord afterwards. Okay, so for now we'll pretend that cord is hidden. Okay, and so already you are seeing how this is looking with the added parts of the black here, okay? It's starting to tie in that black color fringe now. All right, hi Cheryl, thanks for watching. All right, so we could be finished here, but I still feel like it needs just a little bit of something right there in front of that lantern. I'm going to tie in this little blue canning jar. And then what I might do is tie in like a little family photo or something right here in this little area. But I think that looks super sweet, super simple, just like so. If you had another little sprig of greenery that you might want to add right here, you could do that. I think I had another one somewhere, but it has disappeared on me. I don't know where it's at the moment. The other items that I sometimes like to use is to pull in something from my dinnerware. So like if you have some matching salt and pepper shakers that match some of your china, like your dinnerware, that would be really cute right here. Or maybe like some miniature bowls that might match this, that might coordinate, would look really cute right here as well. So what do you think? Would this work for something on your countertop or on your buffet? I think it would be super simple to pull together. Sometimes I add a few other items, like if I have some platters, like if I need some little more vertical interest right here in these little areas, if you really like to pack your decorations in tightly and really showcase lots of items, feel free to do that. As long as you still use contrasting colors, like I'm going to use this little 3 slotted serving platter here, but I'm going to use it vertically, and I'm going to prop it up against my wall back here. And the reason why this is going to work right here is because it plays off the black of this crock right here. Okay, and it kind of fills up that little empty wall space. So I could add something right here and fill up this little wall space. And what I'm going to add now, I have this silver platter that I'll usually have a hard time finding a spot to store it, honestly. And so a lot of times I like to just prop it up as a backdrop piece, okay? And so that's what I'm going to do right here. I'm going to take this. I mean, how many times do we use these? Let's get real. We don't use these really often, so use them in your decoration as well and get dual purpose, right? Okay, so I'm going to take this and I'm going to set it diagonally like that. Okay, what do you think? Now my lighting is really wanting to bounce off of that platter. Let me move my lighting just a little. That's a little better. So it looks a little cluttered now with those things, but I'll take a few snapshots and give you some close-ups. I think you'll really see that it gives your eye lots of interesting things to look at that are pleasing in lots of different ways, okay? If you just look at this half over, it's really pleasing. You could just use a little simple vignette like this in a corner area of your kitchen counter, okay? Or you could use something similar to this little corner, okay? It doesn't have to all be put together. Bunch them, okay? We don't want to spread them completely out because then you lose the overall effect. But if you use like a clumping of items like this, or a clumping of items like these, in a corner or in a little space on your backsplash area on your countertop in your kitchen, these will work perfectly and play together very well in a display, okay? So look around for things in your cabinets, in your storage, in your attic, wherever you store some things that you don't use very often. Pull those things out, because I'm willing to bet that lots of you either have some hand-me-downs from family, you have some items that you probably received when you may have gotten married, or from an estate sale, or from your grandmother's collections that you have stored away. Pull those things out and use them for decoration. Especially right now, they are perfect to use in little vignettes like this, okay? And you can swap them out. You don't have to keep it like this all year long, but this look could definitely carry you all the way through the summer. But if you wanted to change it out, take the greeneries out. Change it out for some more summery colors. Change out your towel, like your kitchen towel. You could put in like a festive 4th of July towel when it comes closer to time for 4th of July. You could even change out your serving bowl. You could change out this wreath, okay? There are lots of things that you can do to kind of just make some simple swap outs and have a whole new look, okay? I'm thinking this little display right now, though, needs a bunny rabbit. I really do. You know me and my bunny rabbit obsession right now. But I think I need a little bunny rabbit right here. And I usually have one right here, and I'm going to have to find it. I haven't found it this year. But hopefully this is giving you some good ideas and inspiration. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Faye. And let's see, I'm missing a comment up here. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you, Pam. And Rose. Awesome. So hopefully this has given you lots of inspiration today. So like I said, look around your home and think outside of the box when it comes to finding things to decorate your home. Thank you, Virginia. Ladies, thank you for joining me today. I'm going to be back live tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. I have not decided what I'm going to do for that live yet, but what I might do is show you how to decorate the rest of my hutch from this part up here. How I style this. Would you like to see how I style like the inside part of the hutch up behind my decorative doors? And then I can also maybe show you how I decorate the top portion. That might be a little trickier to film on camera, but I'll do my best. If you all are interested in how to decorate those types of cabinets and then like the top area of a cabinet or hutch, I'd love to share those ideas with you as well. Okay? You all let me know. Thanks for watching. Turn on your notifications, and that will help you not miss the lives. And also, make sure you have liked and followed the page, and that will help you not miss the live notifications as well. All right? Thank you for watching. You all stay healthy and well and safe. Enjoy your time with your family, and I will talk to you soon. Have a good afternoon. Bye, ladies.